Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. We have a couple of housekeeping things out of the way. So, this is the Fisher house that I've been trying to build. This video is very long, so I will be doing a runner-up video being posted on Saturday that will have all of the screenshots and everything, okay? So, that being said, I know it's a little unorthodox, but let's jump into the video. So I don't really experiment a lot or try to experiment with things before I actually build it. But with this house, I have built it and demolished it about 4 or 5 times. That's what's been taking me so long. There is a picture that I will be posting at the beginning of the screenshot video of the house that I was trying to build. It is Miss Fisher's household from Miss Fisher's Murder Mysteries, and it is hard to build an actual house in The Sims 3 because of just like a few little things. One being the top of this actual house isn't really the top, I guess is what you could say. It's really just like fencing and like a half wall with fencing and stuff. But the half wall with fences that we had available in The Sims 3 make no sense. So, that little beginning part, that was me figuring out, oh, you can't build anything on a deck. Now, I didn't know that. So, after me building and trying to figure out the general shape of this house, I redid it again. I tried to rebuild it from memory again, which I think I did pretty good rebuilding it from memory. I did tweak it a lot more in this round than I did in any of the other ones that I've built. Granted, I have learned a lot of how I wanted it to look from all the ones that I have built previously. But while you guys are watching that, let us talk about some stuff. How are you guys doing? You guys hanging in there? I know I'm a day late. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But I'm doing very well. My friend came up a few weeks ago and we kind of just hung out and everything. Yeah, the one from Lawrenceville. Might make him my boyfriend, might not, have not yet decided. Just kidding. He is my boyfriend. I just keep calling him my friend because I don't want to add, don't want you guys to expect him to show up in videos or anything. So, yeah, my boyfriend came up and he stayed for a few days. It was really nice. Um, I was able to do the Queen of the Vampires cast while he was here. He did not mind me working on my YouTube at all. He's encouraging me to continue doing this, even though it is a lot of work and he doesn't understand. He plays like all the mainstream games, he's looking forward to Borderlands coming out this month. Yeah. So he doesn't understand The Sims. I guess Sims is just kind of like an acquired thing. If you played it when you were little, then you still play it now. I'm assuming that's like what The Sims is all about because he's never played The Sims a day in his life. And he doesn't understand how I could get so excited when it comes to The Sims. Now, I came into the Sims franchise with Sims busting out on the PlayStation 2. As a matter of fact, I still have that PlayStation. I still play that game. I mean, granted, I get frustrated because I'm used to playing The Sims so much, The Sims 3, that it's really hard to go back. But I do go back. I do like kind of have that like nostalgic kind of sense and everything. I do very much so want The Sims 4, especially since in her house, this actual house, there are L-shaped stairs, and I searched forever and a day to figure out how to do L-shaped stairs, and I just couldn't figure it out. So I decided not to. I decided not to have L-shaped stairs in this build at all. Yeah, I am a quitter. You can call me a quitter all you like, but me trying to do L-shaped stairs was just a no-no. complete complete no no. Oh my goodness. Watching this back is kind of crazy because I remember how much I struggled with this. The stairs, how much I struggled with getting the general shape of the rooms right. And then, like, there are some rooms in her house and Miss Fisher's house that we just don't see. So I really had to infer from how many people lives in this house, how many um, doors do I see? What am I going to do with miscellaneous space that I never see being used within the series? As a matter of fact, the part that we're watching right now is actually going to be Mr. Butler's room. Mr. Butler obviously is kind of sort of like the housekeeper of the house. He's literally called Mr. Butler within the series. And I thought, I was going to put his room on the second floor, but since he's like the first line of like security, I figured I should put him downstairs where he's, close enough to the front door that he can check on it. And since he's always like, in the kitchen, working on meals and everything, I figured it would make more sense for him to have easy access to the kitchen. And there is a bathroom down here. We never really see them use the bathrooms within the series. So, again, I had to infer, I had to use my skills to make it all flow and work quite nicely. Now, this series is going to be taken off of Netflix on the 15th. So you can imagine how much rushing I was doing to try and get this house built. And because I rushed it, I ruined so many houses because I'm like, oh my God, no, it has to be up, it has to be up, it has to be up. But that is not what I wanted at all, period. I did not want a product that I would not be proud of within The Sims 3, especially as something that like this series has been there for me. Like whenever I'm bored, it is always entertaining. I love it so much. I love the main characters, how they slowly build up trust together and get to know who they are as a person and everything underneath the sun. I love it so very much. And it sucks that it's being taken off of Netflix. I'm probably going to buy the TV box set if I can find it, just so I can continuously stay in this realm with them. Because like it's awesome. Like I love the 1920s. I love the Roaring 20s. I love seamstress I guess you could say. I don't know. I don't know what's the word you would call it, but I love all of that so very much. And of course, being a seamstress is a lot difficult in this day and age than it was like back then. Anywho, so you guys just saw me color correct some chairs to try and figure out what would look best because like there are different wood grains in this house, and I tried my very best to try and match the wood grains and everything. Now, there are some things like the front foyer area that is not an exact replica. I wouldn't call it's consider this an exact replica, but definitely inspired by Miss Fisher's house. Definitely inspired by it. And I mean, I love this house so very much. It's definitely out of my realm. It's still considered a mansion, though, for me. Still a mansion. But I love it so very, very much. And I'm upset. I'm still upset. I'm still upset, guys, that is being taken off of Netflix. Thing is, I had to go back and watch this series so many times just to make sure that I was getting how the rooms laid out correctly, trying to make sure all the colors were at least somewhat within the realm of with of the show. And it's The Sims 3. You can pretty much color correct nearly everything. The fences, oh goodness. You guys will see me do this a lot within this build. Way more than you have seen in any build. Me laying out things to just try and see how they work. Now, I know these columns, let me tell you right now, they were not the columns that I ended up with at all, period. Like I ended up changing it to the front porch columns. For the aesthetics, they look nice, but because of the way that the bottom and the top flare out, it just looked like too much. See, like I said, I'm trying to play test But I wound up with a front porch column, and I used like a dark wood grain, even though it in the photo, as you guys will see, it is red. Like the fences are red, the porch columns are red. Of course, I did go in and color correct all of this. I did that off camera because I wasn't you guys have already seen my color correcting way too much already up until this point. But it gets worse. It gets worse. The color correcting does get a little bit worse because like I had to fix the couches, I had to fix bookshelves. I ended up changing some items just so that they would work. It just trying to get the general layout of this. Like was getting genuinely frustrated by the bottom. And we never see this house like in its entirety upstairs. We only ever see Miss Fisher's room. So I know how her room gets laid out, but I did not know how the rest of the rooms get laid out. Also within this series, her bathtub is actually in her room, and I didn't really like that very much. So I did give her like an open style bathroom kind of area. She still has her tub. I did give her a shower, which probably does not fit with this time period, but I had to choose one for her because Miss Fisher is all about loving life. She is very big into family planning. She's very big into just, being the woman, that you want to be. Follow your dreams, whatever they are. It doesn't matter if you're a woman or not. And that's probably why I really enjoy this series because she's doing whatever she wants. She is very honest when it comes to what she wants to be, who she wants to be with, but also at the same time maintaining the fact that she will not be swayed by anybody to be something that she is not. So that's like a message that really kind of resonates with me because I am a woman living in a modernistic world that, we are trying to hype women up as much as we can because for the longest time we kept putting them down. And then when you're like putting down half of the population. I mean, there's more than half of us, okay? Women like are in more abundance than men, but that's neither here nor there. So I really just like how this series is all very, you can do it. No matter what you do, you put your mind to it, you can get it done. So moving back onto the back to the video. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. We just saw me finish Dorothy's room, Dot's room. She is the companion to Miss Fisher. She does all of the small little detail work that she really needs. She has just a keen eye for detail, which works really well for Miss Fisher because she's always going 100,000 times. She's always trying to follow leads, so she doesn't have the time to go and research everything that, every clue she uncovers, unless it's like a massive major one that kind of does require that prowess that she has. The room that we see up in the upper right hand corner, that one that you just saw me put two beds in, it's never really understood if Cess and Bert, they're two characters within the series. They're like her handyman kind of sort of companions. It's never really understood or explained if they live in the house at all. There is a line that Dorothy says, like, so long as you're under this roof, you'll work for Miss Fisher. So I assume that maybe they live here, but I'm pretty sure that they don't. But just in case that I'm wrong and someone from the Miss Fisher universe inputs me on the video and says, yeah, they totally live there, I wanted to make sure that there was a room for them. They are a very interesting sort. One of them's really gruff, the other one's not so gruff, but opposites attract, and they are the best buds ever. We see a lot of character development with all of the people within this series, and I just love that so much. And like even rewatching the series and knowing how they grow, it's still a marvel to see how the director really work closely with the person who is this is based off a novel series. Of course I will be putting the link to the novel series down below I can't remember the author's name right now, but I feel like they did definitely work really close together with the author to try and make it as authentically close to the book as possible. I actually kind of want to read the books too. And for those of you who don't know, I love to read, so it'll give me something to do while I am just avoiding actual housework because you guys know I don't like housework. Oh, okay, guys. Whew. That was a lot of fast talking I did not just then. Let us just take a step back and breathe. Yes, there are no lights yet in this house. Don't worry, I do put the bug lights that you guys see me put in every video um, in this build. I did not record that. Well, I did, and I cut it because you guys have seen me do this like 100 times. You guys have seen me put debug lights. I absolutely love the debug lights. They make everything so much brighter. Messing with terrain paint, I have found my favorite grass in the world. It is called dark grass, and it's called painted grass, and it's like really nice and dark. It doesn't fit in with the world space that I'm in right now, but I love it so very much. Now, this is the part where I was telling you guys that I really wish we had half walls in The Sims 3 that you could like, take, select and everything and not have like a fence or a screen because I feel like I could have used a half wall up here to achieve this look that you're about to see me. I again play tested with so many fences and of course I just cut the ones that I did not like out and I just cut it out. See, I tried. I tried. You just saw me try. I like no. So and I did fiddle with creative style to try and match the color of the house to the color of the fences. And I had to accept that I wasn't going to get as pale or as creamy of a white in the fence like I really wanted. So I just kind of put the inner lining of the fence as black to try and just break up the coloring a little bit. I don't know. I think I did a pretty good job. Whew. But okay, guys, we are nearing the end of this video. Yes, I do color correct everything that's supposed to be red. Yes, each single last one of those front porch columns, I did color correct. Do not worry. I put lights in, I put wallpapers in, and all of that. See, I'm putting lights in. And yes, you guys, I did put 2 Christmas trees in this build. I did. I told you guys this is my house. It is built by moi. So, of course, there are going to be Christmas trees galore. Well, not really galore, but there are going to be Christmas trees in every single last one of my build. Christmas is literally around the corner. I'm going to go insane when it happens. Like, we just got to get through spooky season. Um, and that'll just, that'll happen eventually. We'll get there. But all right, guys, I'm going to head out. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I do have one screenshot on this video for you guys just to kind of round the video out. Please check the description box for all of my socials as well as information pertinent to this build of mine. And I will see you guys in the screenshot video. You have a good day. And remember, this 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 isn't over. I still have so many ideas that you guys are I'm going to blow all you guys away. I'm learning every single day and every single build that I post and do. So please continue watching me. Toodles.